So, yeah, Haynes Boyne kind of rolls up his sleeves. He looks a lot like Sawyer from Lost. You know, when he has the dirty blonde hair. And he, like, reaches out a hand to shake your hand, Scourge, and says, looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to myself, young man. I give him a good shake.
All right. He pulls you in for, like, a hug. So, like, the handshake hug, you know, like guys do with their dads.
One sec.
Okay.
Hang on, y'all. I'm sorry.
What do you want to bet? It's cat-related.
The cat.
What's that? Cat got stuck in the well?
Go.
Sorry, y'all. Family.
Yeah, he pulls you on for the dad handshake, where he gives you the handshake and then pulls it into a hug.
I don't really think I want him. Okay, sure, why not? We'll see what he does.
Yeah, as he does that, he punches you in the stomach.
Yeah, I really should have left the breastplate on.
Yeah, and just pulls away from you and smiles, tips his hat again, and then flings his hat out into the crowd where it spins and expertly lands on a post.
As he pulls away, I'll give him a good hearty clap on the back.
Okay. All right.
I shout out, you done goofed.
Hopefully it's enough to make his knees buckle.
I shout out, you done goofed.
All right. Ooh. I need a declaration of your climb speed, and then you need to make a climb check.
Oh, you mean I need to decide what my climb speed is going to be?
Yeah, because with climb, you can choose to move at twice speed, but it increases the penalty.
Okay, and can I take 10 on the check?
No.
You can't take 10 on the check.
You can't take 10 on these checks. Specifically, the challenge's stressful competitive nature means you can't take a 10.
Oh, okay. Can I do a profession sailor to assess the difficulty of the check?
Yes, actually, you can.
That's actually
You need an
cool.
18.
Boom!
More than good enough, a 23. Okay. So, you see that it's about 60 feet to reach the top. It's going to be pretty easy. In fact, what's your climb?
15.
It's impossible for you to fail any of these checks.
At normal speed?
At
double speed?
It's hard to tell. The bottom 45 feet of the rigging is going to be real easy for you. The upper 15 feet are going to be a little bit more difficult, but still no problem at normal speed.
Okay, then I will double speed the bottom.
Okay, all right. One other thing you learn while doing that is there are 4 locations, 2 on each side, that you have to unfurl the sail from. But if you unfurl them all on one side, the other side is going to be loose and flapping in the wind and more difficult. The most optimum course, if you don't think you're capable of unfurling it under heavy wind, would be to do one side's outer, the other side's outer, and then move to the insides.
Okay.
So that's just something you know. Okay. So you say you're going to move at double speed while you're at the bottom?
Yep.
Let's do it. Make your check.
I'm trying to look at favored terrain water. I thought it gave me bonuses to... Where did it go?
Are you on the ship?
Range, gravity, favored terrain, initiative, knowledge, stealth, survival. No, just those. Okay. All right, here goes nothing. 25.
Yep. Okay, so what is your normal movement speed?
20.
Okay, so you move 10 up. He moves 15 up.
Isn't it more because you're a barbarian? Oh, no, my bad.
I don't think barbarians get it in.
Yeah,
barbarians get fast movement.
You get 30 movement.
At what level?
You have an archetype that might have canceled.
Oh no, I have an archetype. I don't get the movement speed. I have Sea.
Yep.
Sea Devil or whatever it is.
Sea Reaver. Yeah.
Sea Reaver. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So
he moves ahead of you. Yep.
And I'm at double speed, and I'm only.
Because at double speed you move at half.
Yeah, but he's still pulling ahead on me, so
Yes.
he's double speeding as well.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't even think we need to roll for it, because again, you can't fail until you reach the 45. So
Alright.
by the time you reach the more difficult rigging, he has already reached the top. Do you want to double speed to the top through the difficult rigging?
I think I'm gonna have to try it.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you zoom right through it.
All right.
He has begun unfurling one of the sails. What would you like to do?
I will do what my check said and go back and forth. Sailor check.
Okay. Yep.
Does this count as at sea?
Sure.
Or floating?
Yep.
Okay.
So what's
Wow.
your sailing right now?
Currently is 16 with the bonus.
Okay, you can't fail.
Right.
All right. So, again, TV show. We've got the camera that's like following you guys up from beside, and I think it actually follows him up. So it like follows him up, and then it like shows you struggling up the side of the mast as you come up, and then it switches back to you, and it's following both of you like side by side as you guys are unfurling the different sails and packing them in. And then the camera cuts down back to the crowd. I need one of you to make a perception check.
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Who's got the best numbers?
Rolled
Plus
a 3.
17.
Okay,
That was
all
plus
right.
15.
Plus 17.
Someone
Yeah.
else can make a sense motive check.
I only have a plus 2.
I have plus
Does
4
anybody have sense motive?
I have
Yeah.
plus 14, but it can't be me.
Oh, 14.
All right,
Nope.
Agrajog. Yeah,
Oh.
you look over the crowd, you see nothing.
Let's check who has the highest numbers before we roll stuff, y'all.
Whoa, I hear highest numbers, but come on, your teammates just
Who
want
is
to
the
jump in.
most skilled? Okay.
Your teammates just
I
want to
am
jump in
supposed
here and
to.
help you out, buddy. All right. So the camera like zooms back up to show Scourge working, and then it cuts back down the mast with like a fisheye lens, so shit gets really weird for a second, and it shows one of Sadak Goldtooth's men with a little knife, like a scrimshaw knife, sawing at a cord, and he cuts it, and it unwraps. The boom line that he cuts causes the boom to swing around and crash into the rigging. So, you know, we've got that swinging arm that always knocks people out on ships, just swings wide and hits the mast that you're standing on. And you just make an acrobatics check to balance, Scourge.
Can I have my Dwarven stability bonus?
Sure.
Does Sea Legs have a thing about that? Do you have Sea Legs as a Sea Reaver?
you
I have to look. One sec. Too
Oh,
many
Pathfinder.
windows. Stability,
When it's
Sea
1,000
Reaver.
different abilities.
Yeah, it's got stuff all. Let's just search for acrobatics. No, nothing about acrobatics.
Okay.
Well, nothing.
Nothing about skill checks.
All right. Make an acrobatics check.
Sea Reaver. Hold on.
All right. Can you make a reflex save?
Oh,
So, Scourge, you're like, whoa, whoa, ah!
come on, baby, be good to me. Oh,
Oh,
You go
God,
to
hit me.
grab for the rope, and you miss, and you try to grab the sail as you're coming down, and you just slide down the sail at high speeds and crash 60 feet into the deck.
no chance to. All right.
Technically, you can make a climb check here. The difficulty is
Okay.
increased by 20 because you're falling. So, the
I believe
difficulty
in
to
you,
catch
Scourge.
yourself currently is a 35. Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
All right.
You hit the deck for 66 points of damage.
Well, how many levels of Sea Reaver do you have?
What do you mean? Oh, barbarian.
Yeah, because at third
Barbarian
level,
5.
Yeah, at third level you gain a +1 bonus to acrobatics, and
Oh,
+1 for every 3 levels after third.
That's
So would
not
that do
gonna
anything for
make
you?
a difference.
It's
Yeah.
It may be factored in here because I've got a bonus 3 to
Well-
acrobatics. That's probably in there.
Scourge, as you hit the deck, everybody's like, "Oh!" And I think that like the wood on the deck like shatters beneath your weight, dropping from such a
That's-
high height.
That's not even a third of my hit points.
Yeah, like you stand up and
Doesn't even
everybody's like,
blink.
"Yeah!"
Is there anybody around the mast or anything when I get down there? Because
Nope.
I did make a pretty quick descent.
Nope. Your competitor Haynes Boyne finishes furling his sail, and Sadak Goldtooth goes, "The winner, Sadak Goldtooth." Oh, failing your
Right.
test already, Scourge, and
So
personally,
that's how this is going to be, eh?
so
All right.
embarrassing.
You
I
know,
grabbed the captain.
if your
arm
ship
and
was
like,
actually put together well and things weren't flailing around on it, that probably would have gone
Can you make
a little more fair.
Can you make like a persuasion check of some kind, like either intimidate or diplomacy?
I can try, but
I feel like this is a thing that should be done.
Can we assist from the other deck? It's like, yeah, man, party foul.
I have no points in intimidate anymore, so not good. Not horrible, but not good.
What'd you get? Yeah,
Hello.
like you try to talk some smack, but the crowd's like, "Oh, sore loser." I think the guy that cut the line on you, like he's the one at the front. So you know how in movies, even when there's like one guy who only shows up for a couple scenes, they always make him dress a little differently and like stand out in crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he's the one standing in the front of the crowd. It's like, you're just a sore loser then.
can I do a intimidate check on that guy?
Sure.
It's like
You
back
just like
off.
stand behind. So yeah, he's like really short and like hunched over, and then like you're looming up behind him like a shadow, and he's like, "I didn't think it was cloudy outside. Oh my goodness, what the bollocks is that?
You see, like me come out there. What you say, little man?
Is he an orc? Is he an elf?"
Wow, that sucked.
Yeah. So Sadak is like, "Enough! Silence! Alright, it's time to see how much luck you possess, or maybe talent. Hard to say." And so he invites himself onto your ship, Scourge, and just like walks up on the deck and is like, "I need you to pick someone to play cards with me, Scourge. You know, a friendly, non-cheating, completely legitimate game of cards." He says,
Yeah,
flipping
shit.
cards through his hand, and like aces are
Yeah.
coming out of his sleeves.
Uh,
The crowd's
I
like
have-
all chuckling.
I have a rank in sleight of hand. I lean over. It's like, I'm pretty good with
Ye-
my hands.
I shout out.
I think
better.
perception is going to be vastly more important than.
And I have much better eyes.
And I think we have a crewman named Aces.
Yeah,
This is a tough one.
I have sense, motive, sleight of hand, and perception.
Shit. Take it away.
I would try my best.
So, Scourge, who are you sending?
Yeah, I'll send We'll send
right.
aces in there.
Okay, so when you get up on deck, he says, "What the bloody hell are you?"
I smile. It's a long story.
It'd have to be. So yeah, he sits down, he starts shuffling the deck, and he calls a dealer up, who then like brings his own fresh deck. I don't think they have plastic wrappers in this age, but he definitely like has a new looking set of cards that aren't like marked. There's no like tabs on the corners. He begins explaining the game. It's called Bastard's Fool. It's played on pirate ships. You take a deck cobbled together from several other decks so you can have multiple cards that are the same. Each player brings whatever cards they have and combine them with the other players to make a new deck. Bastard's Fool is a bluffing game similar to poker, but then Sadak is like, Well, we're gonna play Port Peril rules around here. You know what that means, elf?
What did that mean?
It means
Can I
the
do
winner
a
of each
knowledge
hand
vocal?
has to drink a ration of Gutburn rum.
How many hands till you win?
I like you. You think you're going to win. So he says, each player must take 100 platinum pieces. That's 1,000
Yep.
gold.
Yeah,
You have 1,000 gold to give him?
Yeah, I have 1,000 gold.
Okay.
I'm broke now. But I
Yeah,
have
so
1,000.
Sadok has a money changer come up. You pay out your gold pieces and you get 100 platinum in return.
You see me like, I could have used that for scrolls.
Alright, so this is how the rules work in our realm, the realm of people who roll dice. You have to roll your dice trying to get a score as close to 20 as possible without going over. At the beginning of each hand, you make an ante of at least 1 platinum piece, and then roll a d20 representing your starting hand. A round of betting ensues. The maximum bet is the all-in, and then you discard. To represent discard in draws, after you make your initial bet, you can then choose to secretly roll another die of d4, 6, 8, 10, or 12, or 20, to improve your score. This represents drawing more and more cards.
Okay. So
You
it's
can
like
fold
20.
at any time, but if you do, the opposing player wins. If the total of your dice, your 2 dice together, is 20 or less, that's your score. If it's over 20, then you lose.
That hand?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So like 21.
Yep.
Okay,
If
what's the
both
lowest
people
dice?
have over 20, you take the highest of the 20 dice,
And
and that person wins. If there's a tie, no one wins.
Okay.
Alright, finally, you can improve your position using expertise, insight, misdirection, or ledger domain. A gambler can use one of the following checks: bluff, profession gamble, or sense motive. A successful check adds 1 to your score, with an additional 1 for every 5 points over the DC. A failed check reduces your score. You can also make a sleight of hand score to cheat.
How much did that increase your score by?
Up to 4 points.
Okay. So if you like roll, say the DC is a 20 on sense motive, and you roll a 25, and you get 5 over, can you choose not to take the 2, or you have to?
You can choose to take more.
Like, say you're at 19, you only need 1, but you score higher.
You can choose not to take more.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, doing well would suck. Gotcha.
Each time you win a hand, you must drink a shot of rum.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop.
So
Rolling
there's
dice.
gonna be no, like, okay, I'm gonna bet 1 platinum every time until I win.
You could do
Yep.
that, but you would probably literally die.
Yep.
Okay, so Sadok takes the first bet. He shuffles, his cards together, looking them over, and puts 1 platinum piece down. And then we check to see what card he has. Interesting. Yeah, he looks pretty confident towards you.
Okay. Do I roll my D20 now?
Yeah, you have to bet 1.
Okay, I
So
bet.
you should probably get a spreadsheet to indicate, how much you have.
That's not a bad idea. About to go to my 20 and go into my journal.
I'm putting a new bar over my character, so...
Oh, actually, that's not a bad
Yeah,
idea neither.
he's currently got 99 out of 100 monies. So, pay in 1 money, and then roll a d20 to see what your initial card draw is.
Okay, D20.
Okay, yeah, you get a pretty solid low draw card. So, you now have to choose, are you going to draw another card and increase the bet, or are you going to hold?
I'm going to draw another card and increase the bet.
How
'cause
much
I
are you
need
increasing
higher.
it by?
Okay, I could choose D4, D6, D8, D12. I mean D10, D12, and D20, right?
Yep.
I'm going with the safe bet. I can go in D12.
Okay.
Pay 1 gold, right?
Platinum. So you're going to increase
1
the
platinum.
pool by 1 platinum?
Yep.
Yep, he'll meet that bet.
Okay.
And he will
Draw
take
again.
another card.
Okay, let's see.
Oh. And how many times can you do this? As many as it takes?
Okay. Are you going to attempt to make any checks to increase your position?
Mm,
So that's bluff,
I'm
profession,
gonna do a
gambler, or sense motive.
I'm going to do a sense motive.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Sense motive. I'm not sure what the DC is.
All right, you get 2 points to add to your score.
Hmm.
So you
That's
end up with
just-
what, an 8?
Yeah, 8.
Okay, he reveals his hand. He's got an 18.
Okay. He
So he
wins
takes
this
your
round.
coins in. So what do we have in there? 2, so he gets 4 back.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, he puts in another initial bet of 1 platinum piece.
Okay, I mean his one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he took a shot, right?
He did. He didn't seem affected
Hey.
by it at all. He just slammed it back.
Okay. That Orcish resistance, good.
Yep. Go ahead and make your roll to see what card you got.
Okay. Huh, that's not bad.
Good, solid card. What's your bet here?
Mm, can I just go with the 1 right now? Just keep what I have.
Yeah. So he actually bets another 1 in, kind of like forcing you to ante up.
If I fold, that means he takes
He
another
wins.
shot, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll fold.
Okay, you intentionally fold. He takes the pot. He drinks another shot of rum and seems completely unaffected by it.
Okay.
Are we sure he's actually drinking rum?
There something you'd like to do to determine that?
What could I do to determine that? Perception?
How would perception aid you in determining if he's drinking rum?
Does it look like rum? Does he look?
Yeah,
Does it look
looks like rum.
Yeah. Are we drinking from the same bottle?
Yes.
Okay.
The amber-colored liquid inside of a nice glass bottle.
Okay, and then
It
I'll be
has-
kind of
Yeah, it has an orc on the front with a cutlass, and on the other hand, he's got like a beer stein. That's like the emblem of gut burn rum. He's got his huge tusk, and his eyes are bulging out, and all his muscles are really veiny, and he's like, "Ah!" This
Craft
is
alchemy?
gut burn rum. Sure, craft alchemy. If you want to walk on the deck and drink the rum, you can tell if it's rum.
we just
You gonna
like
walk
look at
on the
him
deck?
No, probably
Okay.
not.
Okay.
All right, Aces. He puts in another platinum piece and gets a roll and kind of looks at his card and he's like,
He always chuckles.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I put up my 1 platinum piece. Endurance is the name of the game.
No, it isn't.
So he looks over his cards at you and is like, "You gonna bet?"
Yeah. I'm gonna fold.
Okay. Yeah. He takes your platinum piece out of the middle, returning it with his. He's up to 104 platinum pieces. So he's like, "You know, if you're not into this, I could just take the bottle myself and all of your money." And he slams another shot down. He seems completely unaffected by it.
Okay.
All right. He puts 1 platinum piece in.
Okay. I ante up my 1.
Oh, did somebody? Oh,
You gonna bet?
somebody.
Okay. How many can I bet?
You can bet as much as you want.
Okay. Hmm. He has 4, like 104, right?
Yep.
I'd drop 4 pieces.
Okay, he'll match that, and he'll take a discard as well.
Yeah,
So-
I stay where I'm at. It's equal to 20 and not going over, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So he is going to take. All right, he's got that much.
And secretly, he's a cleric gunslinger.
Okay, he reveals his cards. He has 10. You
Okay.
get 11 pieces out of the pot.
Okay, I have to take a shot.
Make a fort save.
Okay, let's see. Fortitude. Where are my saves?
Unfortunately, as an arcane trickster, fort is not one of your strong suits.
Indeed. Ah, a 24.
I am really confused as to how your save thing works, man.
It's only the 1d20 and then everything else is in the double brackets.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
fortitude's a 5.
rolling. It's just rolling 13.
Yeah, I accidentally forgot a dash in there to highlight my fort. But it's a +5.
Okay, so you're saying it's the 5 plus the 19?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That
you
sounds
feel
good.
nothing from drinking this rum.
Okay, and I had +11.
So, yeah, it definitely gut burns all the way down. He's like, I see you finally won then. I've still got most of my money here.
Yeah.
Yep, he bets
Victor
in
goes-
1 platinum piece again.
Okay, I've been in 1 again. Roll that raggedy dice.
He looks pretty like over his cards. He's like, uh-oh.
Is he bluffing me?
I don't know.
Do a sense motive.
Sure.
Do.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I reread the rules real quick, by the way. When you sense motive, you have to take all of the points that you get for it.
Okay.
Okay, so you
It's like I
get...
super sense motive.
Yeah, you get 3 points for this sense motive, bumping you up to an 11.
Nice.
He does seem to be bullshitting you a little bit. He's... How do they call it? He's Hollywooding you.
He's Hollywooding me.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
like,
He's like, Okay, I will bet 3 pieces and I will roll a die 10 since I'm at 11. Let's try this.
Okay, he'll bet another 3 in as well. Alright, you get a 15. He reveals his card. It's an 18.
Hey, you got me.
He takes a drink. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Is he just auto-succeeding these forts?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it becomes obvious by now that he literally cannot be affected by this alcohol. You're not really
Damn.
sure how it's happening.
Does anybody we know how to cast Dispel Magic silently?
No.
Not yet.
No.
No.
Can I do a knowledge?
Yeah,
arcane
so
to see-
Sandara Quinn looks kind of worried, and she leans in towards Commodore Scourge and says, Sifreak, it's good to see you again. I think you're muted. Yeah, you're definitely muted.
Yeah, took his headphone off.
We can see the frustration.
Can I do a spellcraft knowledge? I mean, not spellcraft, knowledge arcana to see effect
Still
and
can't hear you,
plague,
Craig.
maybe.
Yeah,
Skype
you can
again.
you can do any sort of magical things that you want. His tolerance for alcohol is non-magical in nature.
Oh.